Heads up. If you have kids around,
parental advisory is in effect.
This is the Bonus Bone Podcast with Lamont and Tonelli.
It's like water torture.
Baby Huey.
Chasta.
And Joe Hawk.
Welcome back to the Bonus Bone Podcast. Chasta and friends. We got Lamont. We got Huster. And yes, I do call him that from time to time. People on social media were calling me out for that. And Joe Hawk. Tonelli is off today.
Yeah.
So it's the four of us. And we're pretty timely with our topic today. Lamont, would you like to take this one?
Yes. It's have you ever got in trouble at school?
Yeah, because school's ending and a lot of pranks happen at the end of the year.
Right.
Especially if you're a senior.
Yeah.
So who wants to go first?
And I know with this crew, someone got in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think that goes without saying. It's like, which story should we pick?
Well, you know what? I say we start off with Joe Hawk today.
Okay. All right. Joe Hawk's going first. Set the precedent for it.
We were talking about this off air, and I was saying, like, oh, my God, all these years of repression just have been undone, and all these stories have finally come back to my memory bank.
He's going to end up in therapy over this podcast.
Seriously, good thing we have somewhat decent health insurance.
No, we don't. You'll learn.
I'm still too young to know that.
Yeah.
So the one story that really does come to mind about getting in trouble at school. Now, going to like the end of the school, senior pranks, stuff like that, I was never really involved with any of the senior pranks. I wanted to stay away from that.
Yeah.
But there was one prank that I know of. Like it was weird because there wasn't really that big of a prank with my class. The only one I know was that someone took our dean of students' golf cart, put it up on cinder blocks, and tossed the wheels up on the roof of the school. But one really historic that will live on in history at Sarah High. One class took a VW Bug, completely disassembled it, and put it into our library. Now, the thing about this, our library is up on the second floor of the school, and you actually have to go up a winding staircase into the library, and the library door is not that big.
First off, how long did it take them to reassemble a Volkswagen?
Apparently, it was done overnight. Now, I'm guessing they probably took the engine out, and they just kept the chassis and everything else. But they disassembled it and carried all it piece by piece up into the library at Sarah High.
There's some serious auto mechanics coming out.
I think that was probably when they still had auto and metal
shop. That's what I was thinking.
I think this was either early 80s or late 70s.
Wow.
But yeah, overnight.
The whole decade there.
Yeah.
I hope they all got A's because that's impressive work.
Yeah. But I guess now talking about me getting in trouble at school.
Yes, we need a Joe Hawk
apparently, I was a little shit. Sorry, make note to bleep that out.
No, we're letting this go.
Yeah, all right.
Let her fly.
I don't want to edit this. Back in elementary school before junior high, at St. Pius back in Redwood City, of course, good old Catholic boy of me. I vaguely remember biting the ass of a classmate's older brother.
What?
It was a dude as well?
Oh, yeah, it was a guy.
How old were you?
This is the greatest story ever.
4th grade.
You were in 4th grade.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What made you bite a guy's ass?
I don't know. I think we were playing a game or something. 4th grade kids play stupid games like that.
I don't think I played any of those games.
Bite the ass of a guy.
Yeah, and apparently
and the tail and the donkey.
They were threatening. And here's the thing: they were threatening my parents to pay for the hospital bill for a rabies
He
test.
had to go to a hospital?
Or something. I vaguely remember. Like I said, years of repression are coming undone.
That is hilarious.
But the first time I ever got in trouble.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I've got a question. You can't gloss over this story.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
So I've got to ask you something.
How much you bite?
When you bit this guy in the ass.
First of all, I did not break the skin.
You said a rabies test. I think that has to. You had to have broken skin.
Was it through the pants or actual skin?
The pants.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
You didn't bite the actual skin.
No.
So when you bit a guy in the ass, how did you tell your parents that you bit a guy in the ass?
Oh, no.
And we're going to take that clip for a promo right there.
Exactly.
That was clear as
Tell
day.
me what time that was.
Do you remember this? Do you remember this?
No, I think the school called my parents.
Okay.
That's
yeah,
what
I would
happened.
imagine.
So how uncomfortable was that when you got home and had to explain why you bit someone in the ass?
I don't know. The one thing all I remember is just being in my room and then just waking up the next day. It was morning. I probably got hit upside the head by my dad or something.
Probably. Yeah.
It's like I said, I repressed these stories so well.
You
don't
ass
remember
biter.
Thank you, Huey.
Ass biter.
But I got I don't know if this will top it, but apparently I also got in trouble for vandalism when I was in kindergarten.
What in the hell? What did you vandalize?
Apparently, so here's the thing. I was forced to take the blame by the faculty because apparently it was done with a marker with my name on it. They said, your name's on it. You did. I'm like, no, I wasn't. I was in class when this happened. And I was in kindergarten.
Well, Joe is a fairly normal name. Surely there was another Joe.
Oh, first of all, it was Jay and my last name Cicciotti. Who the hell?
Who else can spell Cicciotti?
My cousins who were in the.
Oh.
Well, but no, my cousins.
Maybe they just
I still
used
can't
your
spell
pen.
No, that's
they
the
used
thing.
your marker.
They did, and the person said, like, now draw it again. I'm like, I did not draw this. No, you draw it again because you did this. I'm like, and I. Okay, so they forced me. They told me you did this because your name's on. I'm like, but I was in class when this happened.
What a
and I
scandal.
don't use these bathrooms. These are bigger kids' bathrooms.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
I can't imagine Cody trying to talk his way back out of something like that.
No,
because that
right?
would
Yeah.
be Cody's age.
Well, yeah, I was 5, 6 years old, and I was like, okay, I did this. Okay, sure.
Yeah, because Cody would just be like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know what's
so-
happening, but
Right,
okay.
exactly.
Or just cry.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would be very confused and to just
The
probably
Statue
agree.
of Liberty says I can't.
The Statute of Liberties, according to Huey.
But then after like junior high and high school, I didn't really get that much in trouble. College,
Well, you got it out of your system.
I got it out of
early.
my system, but then I went back to it in college, climbing up everything, stealing stuff.
So high school was a down period for you.
Right. What about you, Huey?
So for me, my senior class at Encinal High School, class of 2002.
Yeah.
We were the last class to do senior pranks. After ours, the school made it a point, no more senior pranks from here on out. That's how bad R was. And I guess I could talk about it now. As Joe said, the Statues of Liberty. It's 20 years ago now.
Dig a hole.
I think it's okay. I can talk about it. I'm not going to get in trouble.
Hopefully not. I don't know. This is on the record now, so we'll see.
No, so the night of, we had a senior cruise, go around the
Across
water.
the bay or whatever.
That was. So I remember everyone was kind of plotting, getting together. It's like, okay, as soon as we leave.
The whole class, you mean?
Yeah, as soon as we get off the boat here, we're going to meet up at this time down the street from the high school, and we're going to go in and do the prank. And the thing was, it was not one particular incident. It was a variety of things taking place all over the campus.
All in one night.
Literally, it was like a movie scene, like spies, everyone coming out from different corners, running all over the campus late at night. So on the baseball field,
Criminal minds at your high school.
Right.
On the baseball field, on the pitching mound, they planted a tree there.
No, that's funny.
That's a good one.
And so our Encinal High School, we're kind of like an outdoor school as far as it's not one big building. It's like individual buildings.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you leave the classroom, you're outdoors. And so in the middle of the whole campus, in front of the library, they put I remember a red car there, this red beat up car. I think it was from the auto body shop class. It was just sitting there. They TP'd everything. They smeared honey on the windows indoors in the 200 building. I remember that. And apparently they smeared Dookie poop
dude.
everywhere, like on the floors in different classrooms.
You love Green Day, the Dookie album.
Yeah,
Was that you?
exactly.
I feel like that was you
Billy
leaving
Joe
your mark.
Armstrong going to your
called the
school
shit
time?
He called the shit poop.
and then but yeah, I think they also put bees, like I guess with the honey, they had like bees going around or something. They took like the cement block benches that were in front of the school. We had to lift them and put them in front of the parking lot so the faculty couldn't get in the morning.
That's great.
So,
What part did you play? What role
I
were
did
you?
that. Since I was one of the big guys, I had to lift.
With all the muscles.
I had to be the muscle and lift up those benches and put them there.
Okay.
And I remember I went running. So I remember after the cruise, I jumped in my buddy Alex's truck. We went over there. We all gathered out front and everyone just scrambled. Okay, you do this, you do this. And so we all ran. So I ran to the front. I helped lift the benches, blocked it in. And then, the next day.
Hold on. Can you imagine how much you were sweating and his outfit, red his face must have been in this moment?
Exactly.
Because I can't imagine you
Because you're
doing
embarrassed
something.
about this now.
I mean, your face is getting red right now.
Yeah.
This is 20 years after the fact.
It's so I remember we all left, and the next day we all came to school, and like everyone was outdoors. Like, what is going on? And emergency meeting in the auditorium
for the whole school.
And so for us, we were supposed to leave for Raging Waters that day. It was like senior trip to the water slide.
You guys are idiots. Why would you not do this after the senior trip?
I have no I did not plan this. I was the muscle. So I remember the vice principal, the principal, everyone was like, okay, you guys cannot leave for your trip until someone confesses. And they're like, we're going to leave the room. You guys need to discuss this.
You didn't rat them out?
No, I kept my mouth
Don't
shut.
look at me.
Was this an I am Spartacus kind of situation?
No, so they walked out and everyone's like, who's going to take the fall here? Like we had this big meeting
that's
of
brutal.
like a couple hundred of us in there.
You don't think they were watching this?
I know, right?
Right.
They didn't have cameras? Well, this was 20 years ago. Maybe not.
Yeah, 2002.
Who got in trouble for it?
So eventually our class president admitted that she was like the mastermind behind it all.
Wow.
Her and I think one or two other people confessed to like organizing it, and therefore their punishment, they couldn't walk the stage at graduation.
Oh, that sucks.
So,
That's
yeah.
a huge moment in your life you can never get back.
Yeah, and that's the thing. She was
pretty
such
tough.
of like, good student.
Well, yeah,
good
she's the
teacher.
president of your class.
But yeah, so she was smart to be the one that master planned this whole
Do you
thing.
know whatever happened to that girl? What's she doing now?
Oh yeah, no, she owns a business. I think she owns a salon or something.
Okay.
Kiki is her
Kiki.
name. I guess I could say, yeah, that's her nickname.
Yeah, okay, that works. We'll
Yeah,
leave it at
name
that,
works,
I guess. Good job, Kiki. Good work.
So
nobody's done it since. That pretty much stopped
from
all.
what I've been told was like the principal told future classes, like you guys cannot do this. If you do it, there's going to be huge repercussions.
Yeah.
No one's going to walk the stage. So it's like we ended the senior prank tradition
Wow.
at Ensenada High
Look
School.
at you.
That's kind of like
Mr.
with
bench lifter.
that's kind of like at Sarah
muscle.
where they ended the they call it the Wart Rally.
Wart rally.
Yeah, it was for the incoming freshmen, kind of like the hazing kind of
Yeah.
deal and all that stuff. They
Dazed
ended,
and confused.
yeah, exactly. But they ended it right before I went to right before I joined.
So you didn't have a Ben Affleck type guy
Thank
come after
God,
you?
no,
Didn't
no,
have a chance to bite
no,
another
because
butt.
it would have been my cousin.
Wait, are we not going to explain what the Wart Rally is?
Yeah, it was basically like a big hazing rally for the welcome the freshmen into the class. Because I went
So
to
there were no warts involved?
no,
Okay.
they just
I
call
was really
they just
concerned.
call freshmen
Anal warts.
I know.
No, yeah, exactly. They just call freshmen warts.
Oh,
So,
that's
Wow.
terrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about you, Chasta?
Well, I was kind of a goody two-shoes in high school, but I was sort of late a lot. It was partly my brother's fault. Love you, Bubba. And so it sort of added up over time. And we in Oklahoma, at least at the time, I just texted my niece, actually. Let's see if she's texted me back. I don't know if they still... Oh, she said not that I'm aware of. Okay. So when I was in high school, they used to give SWATs. Did they do that in any of your schools?
Now SWAT
With a wooden paddle.
spanking.
Oh.
Yeah, spanking.
No, God, no.
No?
Yeah, they had the paddle at
They
my
had the
school.
paddle at your
yeah.
school? Yeah. Did you ever get the paddle?
Well, that's part of my story.
Oh, okay. So I got the paddle for, I think I was tardy 3 times. So if you were tardy 3 times, then you had to go to the principal's office and get a paddle. Okay, great. So I go. The problem was it was on a Friday and I was a cheerleader in high school and I had on my cheerleading skirt. Now get this. Thinking about this as an adult female, I'm like, what in the actual F was going on here?
Right.
I go to the principal's office. In his office, he and I alone. He gets his wooden paddle and spanks my ass.
He had you bend over his knee?
Not over his knee, over his desk, which is not really any better.
In a cheerleading outfit.
In a cheerleading skirt,
Yeah.
so it hit the bottom of my skirt. So it's like basically bare ass on the bottom. Right?
Oh, my God.
Because cheerleading skirts are short. I mean, I was an underage girl
Yes.
getting a SWAT by a late 40s, early 50s year old man.
Right.
What in the hell was happening there? How
Those are like some videos I
that
watched.
that would not happen today. Surely that would not happen. I hope it would not.
hope it
today. I was very innocent though in high school, so I really didn't
Can
think
you
anything
imagine
of it.
nowadays if that happened?
Oh, if I had a daughter who got swatted in a cheerleading
God.
suit by a
Right.
dude,
By a
I would
dude?
flip and kill somebody.
Right?
I can't even. No, it makes my blood pressure boil. But
Yeah.
that's one thing that was just weird. So that wasn't a big deal. Senior pranks. The only thing we did. This was interesting because when I was a senior, Sulphur, Oklahoma, where I'm from, we have a big fountain in the middle of town that smells like sulfur.
Right.
It smells like rotten eggs.
Yeah.
Legit. And so in the middle of the night, we went and like smashed pumpkins in the parking lot and silly stuff like that. Nothing crazy. But then I decided that I was going to go fill the fountain with bubbles. And so it just overflowed into the streets all over the place. They had to shut down the roads. It was a big deal. But what's weird about this is that I found out after I did it and got in trouble for it that my mom had done that same exact prank in 1968 when
It's
she
in your
graduated.
DNA.
I guess
hereditary.
so. She had never told me that story. I had no knowledge of it whatsoever. I
Right.
guess it's just an easy prank to do with a fountain. We're not that imaginative. I don't know.
That's crazy.
But I did the same one as my mom.
But, realistically, you kind of did like civic improvement because with soap in that fountain,
I just
it smells
cleaned the
like
streets.
sulfur.
Right.
Exactly.
You're right.
It smells good.
now it smells like lemon, and we're cleaning the streets.
Right.
And your town is named Sulphur.
I
That's
know.
a weird coincidence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was a stinky town. Some of the bigger pranks that happened that were sort of iconic were like the rival football team would go and burn their
Logo or initials
whatever,
Yeah.
initials into the football field. I'm sure that probably happens everywhere, but that was a big deal.
Well, football wasn't really that big in Canada.
No,
However,
yeah.
hockey was.
Hockey.
And I went to a school. There was one prank about 2-3 years before I went there for the senior prank. A guy that ended up playing for the Edmonton Oilers is from my school.
Oh, cool.
And Semenko, he was the fighter. Dave
No
Semenko.
way.
Yeah. So
Sports ball, although
Yeah,
it's not a ball. Sports puck.
Sports puck. He played on Wayne Gretzky's line.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
That
and
I
he
guess.
was
That's a big deal.
That
the
is so cool.
toughest freaking guy you'll ever meet and was in school.
Huh.
He got in a motorcycle and put a helmet on and drove up and down the hallways of the school.
That's awesome.
And then out the school, no one knew who it was.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Until about a week later.
Right.
When
Oh,
everyone
that's
started
great.
talking.
When he was
Yeah.
bragging about it.
And that was
Yeah, right.
that was the end of
Pranks?
senior pranks at our
Yeah.
school. However,
Well, yeah.
I did get in trouble and huge trouble in junior high. And I still remember the 7th grade. We had shop class. Did you guys have shop
we
in
had
your
shop.
school?
No.
Okay,
I mean, we had it. I didn't take it.
Okay,
No.
well, it was the guys had to take shop. There was not even an option. Like some,
That's how we were with home ec. Girls do home ec,
yes,
guys
and
do
that's
shop.
the way it was in our school as well.
Yeah, yep.
So and by the way, who is the least handiest guy you know?
I love you, but you.
No, I can't do freaking squat. All right, except for one thing.
Yeah.
We had woodworking there, and I thought, well, this is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Because they were handing out these wood dolls that I'm looking at this going, God, you know what? This would be funny if I made a wooden dick out of this.
Oh, my God.
So
In junior high, I remember that part.
7th grade. So I made this wooden dick, okay? And the teacher's looking at me. What am I doing? I go, make it a pencil holder, okay?
Single holder.
So I made this wooden dick. Oh, my God. And we had some great-looking gals in our class. And when we would do the class changes, when everyone would gather in the lockers, I would pull this thing out and go, I'm Mr. Woodcock.
Oh, my God.
Okay? Because we did have a Woodcock Mr. Woodcock in the building.
Oh, wow.
Everyone thought this was the funniest thing.
I bet.
Up until a friggin' teacher saw me with Mr. Woodcock.
In the hallway.
In the friggin', because it was kind of like
the
an
Statue of
isolated
Liberty.
area. I was like the Statue of Liberty, baby. Except I had a Woodcock. So they haul me down to the vice principal's office.
Yeah.
And he says, and he had this Irish accent. And I can't do an Irish accent, but would you explain to me what you were doing? I said, well, I was holding my pencil holder. And for some reason, I got in trouble. The guy says, and apparently you have a name for your pencil holder. Yes, what is the name? Mr. Woodcock. So he brought out this friggin' thing to to hit me with, right?
Oh, my God.
Now, I turned into the big. I'm going to call your parents and tell them you made a wooden penis at school. So now I'm thinking that could be worse than getting fucking hit.
Yeah,
right.
right.
So my dad was driving me to hockey practice that day, and I put my equipment on before I went to practice. Okay, helmet and everything. My dad says, why are you wearing your equipment, including your helmet? And I'm going to tell you something. I made a wooden penis in school. I got in trouble. My dad, Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck is wrong with you? A wooden dick.
My dad would have been so proud of my brother if he had done that.
He was so pissed off at me.
Oh, my God.
But that was all. My punishment was I had to tell my parents.
Yeah, that's awful.
And then I'm thinking back, they never checked up on me.
Yeah.
They never called my parents.
So you did it for no reason.
I succumbed to the freaking pressure of the man.
Right.
And I am so pissed off
Screw the
because
man.
I could have just come to school the next day and say, he told me and I told him and he punished me and I did tell him. He says, what'd your parents say? I said, I can't leave the house for a month. Fucking dad just called me an idiot. I think he hit me up inside the hockey helmet.
You were smart to have the helmet on.
Exactly.
Good for you. You knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Mr. Woodcock.
Oh, Mr. Woodcock.
So we got Mr. Woodcock in the room and an ass biter.
Yeah. We're never letting the ass biting down, by the way.
I know.
For the rest of your life.
Do you realize how much dirt you have on me due to this podcast now?
And this podcast is only, 6 weeks old? We got a long
Not
way to go.
Exactly.
We got a long way to go. All right, Joe, what is our email?
Oh, our email is at thebonusbonepodcast@gmail.com. So if you have a crazy, school in trouble story, let us know. Maybe we'll share it in an upcoming episode.
Yeah, we might do that because we'll probably need to get to Nelly's next week.
We do.
Since we missed, I have a feeling he's got a grab bag to choose from on getting in trouble at school stories.
Oh, with how much he got in trouble with his parents, I can only imagine how much he got in trouble at school.
Exactly. So send us an email with your stories. If we get some juicy ones, we will tell them on the air. All right, you guys, thanks so much for being here. Mr. Woodcock, we're looking at you. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Hold on, wait. Hold on.
What?
We're in the week that we just made the big announcement. Don't we want to remind everybody that what's going on right now?
Oh, yeah, we can do that about Bone Bash.
Yeah,
of
Bone
course.
Bash is
Look
coming
at you
back.
with Station Business.
Yeah.
Yes, Station Business is Bone Bash was announced. Let's see, we're posting this tomorrow. It was announced yesterday.
Yeah.
The lineup. I had to do my,
the pre-sale
timeline.
goes on sale on Wednesday.
Which would be tomorrow
Right.
or whenever you're listening to this.
Yeah, exactly.
Wednesday, May 4th.
Right.
7 a.m.
Uh-huh.
Code word is Bone Bash.
Bone Bash. All caps.
All caps.
One word?
Like you're shouting out Bone Bash. All one word.
Bone Bash.
Bone Bash.
Bone Bash.
Bone Bash.
And then general on sales on Friday morning. We'll remind you. But here's the good news. 3 chances a day, every day this week to pick up free tickets because we know that's what you're interested in.
Right.
7 a.m. on your show.
7 a.m.
10 a.m. on my show.
3 p.m. with me.
There you go. Bone Bash is back. Skinnerd, Tesla, and Petty Theft.
Can't wait.
Whoop, whoop. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for being here. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.